Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at, ladies and gents. I am Kurojiri, your resident, slightly sickly tinkerer and Medarot, host of the Medarot News Network, and here to bring you the latest news and happenings with our favorite pet fighting robot series. Now, if you guys hear me and I do sound kinda nasally, I do have to apologize. I'm kind of in the tail end of kicking off a cold at the and it's all kind of concentrated in my nose and in my throat right now, so do bear with me kindly as I use my reactive PNG this week and not my usual live 2D model. I know it sucks, guys, but, it's just for this 1 week. Anyway, as far as Medarot S is concerned, it looks like it's going to be a relatively quiet week this time as we kick off the tail end of January and going into February. And being completely honest, it did kind of throw us for a loop. Because on one hand, I think another week to kind of slow things down will be greatly encouraged and welcomed. But at the same time, I do find it rather strange that we did not get a Kabukiwa type this time around for Medarot S's 5th anniversary. Not that I'll particularly complain, because seeing a brand new KBT KWG type pair is most certainly a nice exchange for that in this case, especially given both of them were designed by the legendary Fujioka Kenki. But that being said, though, there is still going to be a pretty exciting week, not just for the new model we're seeing this week, but also for who designed it and where we'll be seeing it. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into what was officially announced for this week's gacha banners, as far as the first and only one we'll be seeing this week as we kick off the tail end of January. Now, the only model we'll be seeing this week is RPT-0 Azu Ruler, with a kit of Ranged Pile, Max Vulcan, Power Napalm, Light Legs, and the leg ability of Detect. Now, Azu Ruler actually features a couple rather interesting things. That's the fact that A, it is the first instance of a non-meta change Max Vulcan now available for players, but the second, as you see here, is the name that was involved behind his design. And that design in particular was done by none other than the legendary Naohiro Washio, who is the artist and the designer for several models of the Mobile Suit Gundam series, including Iron-Blooded Orphans and Seed. He designed Hashmol, the Gundam Barbados line, the Rebake line, the Gundam Arch, designed a lot of very iconic models. So it's honestly huge. We're going to be seeing another very iconic artist weigh in with the design for the Medarot series to be officially showcasing in Medarot Survivor. And being completely honest, after kind of putting 2 and 2 together, it makes a lot of sense that this was most certainly done by a Gundam designer, because after putting 2 and 2 together, you can kind of see a number of Gundam elements in Azu Ruler's design, such as Gundam Veil as one example, and a handful of others as well. But he will be going live this week as a in-tandem release with the upcoming Medarot Survivor, which is going live at the end of February in particular. So time is now running short when that game officially does launch, and Azu Ruler will be part of it. Now for the Fierce Battles, we have this, or not Fierce Battles, the boosted rates that are going up alongside Azu Ruler. It's going to be two very iconic and exceptionally powerful faces on the table as well. Those two phases are KXK-01 Cross Messiah Z with Full Charge Kai, Charge Sonic, Charge Spark, Biped Legs, and Anger, who can also transform into a tank-based form with a kit of Overcharge, ACG Shot, Force Control, and Tank Legs, and the leg ability of G Control. So honestly, off to a lot of very impressive starts right out the gate. And while Cross, even Kreutz Bison right after him, or even Black Cruz, who's right here, can be built for exceptional damage, Cross Z in particular is definitely built more for utility and speed, which most certainly does aid his game and utility on the field. In addition, we also have KXK-03 Black Cruz with Substitute, Revenge Sword, Back Shot, Biped Legs, and the leg ability of Contract. So we have 2 very powerful Kabukiwa types, like I said, on the table. So if you do plan to go after Azu Ruler and end up with one or even both of these, I would honestly say you could call it a win, because more often than not, you'll probably see a whole lot more use out of these 2, probably than most other models that you'll see at boosted rates these days. Primarily for the ability of Full Charge Kai with Cross Z, or the ability of Overcharge if you need to take on any particular super invade. And Black Cruz with Max Shot is something you generally can't ever go wrong with. especially with her exceptionally powerful HP-controlled damage output, in contrast to being CG-reliant, much like her previous brothers. Now, as the Fierce battles are concerned, officially moving forward with that, though, we will be seeing a lot of very iconic and very familiar faces this time around, though, so nothing really overly impressive or like groundbreaking. But if you're a new player just starting out or looking to kind of get started on the right foot, this is definitely going to be a week to invest in. On this top row, we're starting off with TIR Zero Attack Tyranno with Fire, Double Hammer, Biped Legs, and the leg ability of Straight. We have WEA-03P2 Shisaku 2 with Charge Buster, Press, Power Rifle, Tank Legs, and Trap Buster. And SCP-0 Poison Scorpion with Triple Melt, Multi-Legs, and Desert Type. On this bottom row, we're starting off with LDB-03 Ptolemy with Scope, Rifle, Gatling, Biped Legs, and Gunman. DRF-03 CT King with Press, Anti-Air, Press, Light Legs, and Bullet Rain. And CCD-0 Semi-Cicade with Melee Trap, Double Break, Flight Legs, and Nest. So, like I said, not really anything overly impressive or iconic this week, but still definitely a week to farm for all the same. If I had to give an MVP of the week to anybody, though, I would honestly have to give it to Semi-Cicade, primarily for the fact that while everyone else does have some pretty solid uses, Attack Tyranno for Biped Legs with Straight, Shisaku 2 for a relatively mixed range shooting kit, Poison Scorpion for multi-legs with a good terrain mastery leg ability, Ptolemy for all-rounder shooters for female teams, and even CD King with light legs and bullet rain. Semi-Cicade primarily will be the main MVP of the week because he's the most user-friendly right out of the box. Doesn't require any major raising or investment in order to use him right away, and being able to use Melee Trap and Nest does give you a nice passive-aggressive advantage against anyone trying to use melee attacks against your team, so it'll serve as a very solid deterrent. We will be seeing a new Super Invasion going live for Azuruler as well, as you see here. I'm not 100% sure what his rules will be when it does drop, but I am kind of banking on the fact that given that he is a flight-legged raptor type, I would not be surprised if I would be seeing any kind of no defense or even no anti-air any anti-air bans as well, just to kind of help even the playing field out a little bit. Because as a flight-based model, he's definitely going to be soaring through the skies on a relatively solid aerial-based dodge-type build. So I wouldn't be shocked if they're trying to find ways to keep people from cheesing that with no anti-air, even no defense to kind of make things. Now, as far as events are concerned, though, it is going to be a relatively lighter key as well. Not necessarily as light as, say, the Metapon event has been for the last 2 weeks with Medarot S 5th anniversary, but still relatively light and still exciting all the same. This time around, though, we have the opportunity to earn one brand new model that will be making their first ever 3D appearance this year. We did have art of them for quite some time in the image gacha, but we were quite new when they were going to be going live. Well, that is most certainly going to be the case now, as we now have the opportunity to earn MWB-02 Vagueman, a kit of Triple Wave, Multi-Legs, and Explorer. And this will be Vagueman's first official 3D appearance and his first appearance since the days of Medarot 5 and Medarot G. So he's certainly been around for a while, just kind of fell by the limelight until recent, so it is going to be nice to see him. This event in particular will be Meta Meister, so not necessarily as heavily reliant on farming or grinding as the Metapon event, but still going to be pretty exciting all the same. As you see here, sporting the highest bonuses for that pure set bonus will be Azuruler, Kaiser Arc, and Luminous Titan at a 15% bonus per part each. Black Cruz and Cross Messiah Z will give you a 12% bonus each. Vagueman and the 5 PvP models will be giving you a 5% each and 3% for all of the Fierce battles. For the Metarotters, it's going to be a relatively simple well, as Anniversary Koimaru and Saki will give you a 15% bonus. The Anniversary Metarotters of all previous anniversaries will give you a 12% bonus each, and a notably lower bonus for the SR, R, and N rank of those Meta respectively. Now, to explain Meta Meister, though, for folks that are out of the loop, It is a relatively simple event. Essentially, over the course of the next week, when this event does go live, we will be given one stage a day. Those stages are relatively easy to cover, and they will have very easy modifiers to cover and complete. Nothing really serious, but each level will be getting progressively harder the more released, and the harder they get, the more modifiers they will. Essentially, it is a point-based kind of essentially it's a point-based kind of event as well, so when you complete all the points for that level, you're basically done for the day, and no other real farming is involved. At the end of the week is when they'll be handing out the rewards for everybody, to show based on how well they scored in a percentile through the course of the week. As far as other community stuff is concerned, that does basically do it for all of the Medarot S stuffs. That, like I said, relatively light week. But, that being said, if you're looking for more help through the Medarot community, you can also assist us with any current projects or endeavors such as coding or cleaning with the Medarot 4 translation or the Medarot manga translations, which are ongoing as well. So if you are knowledgeable in coding, cleaning, Japanese, or have some time on your hands, or if you know somebody that might be at hand as well, definitely feel free to stop in our Discord server, ask around, or even reach out to me in private as well. We can most certainly try to make something happen with it. Alternatively, if you do not know anybody that's able to lend a hand but you still want to help the cause, down in the description below will be a link to Variant's crowdfunding, where we can commission to have some of those extra lines of text translated on our behalf. This allows us to be able to kind of lighten the load just a little bit on the translator, because it is a relatively small team, and the more help we have, the better overall. Now, instead of having a art of the week here on the MNN, I am going to highlight one last time before it does officially launch that we are having another Ori Meta contest. The first of which, excuse me, first contest for 2025 in our Medarot in Project Rise and Beat Discord server. This particular Ori Meta contest is a free-for-all, so within the rules of the contest, there is no theme prompt or requirement. Basically come in with your best ideas and your best foot forward and just give it everything you've got. It's really all there is to it. The event will be going on from the 1st of February all the way to the 15th of March, so you guys have about a month and a half to work on designs. You can submit as many as you want within the rules, but we only accept through our Discord server and the respective channels. And the top 3 winners will be given detailed concept sheets hand-drawn by yours truly, that I will also stream, because I had a lot of fun doing it the first time with the previous 3, so I'm looking forward to being able to do that again. You can find rules and details for everything to do with the Ori Meta contest in our Discord server. Link also is in the description below. One final note before I do wrap us up here is that I am always open for art commissions as well, so if you are looking for any live 2D VTuber models ready to rig, 3D models with the works fully rigged, textured, optimized, and everything. Drop them in any kind of program, Unity, MMD, VR chat, or whatever. I can do those. I can do 2D art of varying degrees of detail like you see here, and I can do emote bundles, $20 for a pack of 4. I am going to continue pushing for this for a while because I am kind of in desperate need of funds. I did kind of go over that as well a number of weeks ago, but situation really hasn't improved. So if you are looking for any art, or if you know somebody that might be looking for something, definitely even just sharing this will be greatly appreciated as well. And anything that you're able to do with that, or looking for any art, you can reach out to me on Twitter, on Discord, or on Blue Sky, whichever social media platform is on. We can most certainly try to make something happen. But with all that being said, that does basically cover everything for this week's episode. So, like I said, it is a relatively light week, and I am kind of happy for that too, as it means I can be kind of easy on my throat here. But if you'd like to know more, you can follow us below on Facebook at the Medarot News Network page, or the Metabots Forever community as well, that I do also run and manage. You can also join us on Discord in the link provided and in the comments below to keep an even closer ear to the ground on the action. This includes any new links to merchandise, fan art, contests, my weekly episodes, or anything else of the like. That is the first place you're going to hear it before it goes anywhere else on the net. And you can also follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky, or Discord at Isagami Kura. So if you have any questions, feedback, comments, suggestions, or even want to reach out and say hello, this also includes if you are a content creator or a streamer of any kind and want to collaborate, whether that means having you on my channel for a friendly guest, as a guest host, or on your channel as a friendly chat or a game, I would love to coordinate with you. Definitely reach out to me as well. Lastly, do give these fine pages a follow as well. I am going to highlight Mr. Washio Naohiro as the designer for Azu Ruler, and also for his iconic placement and handling for just how many models in the Mobile Suit Gundam series he worked on over the course of the years. It is very exciting to see design done by him, and as of current, kind of the only instance the closest instance we'll have of a Gundam-esque type model. Do also follow the official Medarot's Survivor page at Medarot SP. As a friendly reminder, that game will be going live and launching officially at the end of February. So do make sure you keep an eye out for that as well when it does actually go live. But with all that being said, as always, thank you so much for stopping in with me, just as you always do. Until next time, this is your host, Kura Isagami of the Medarot News Network, signing out.